What's up, everybody? So I've got a few requests to put some more of these out from a couple people, as I've done a lot of these in person with some of my athletes as we go through some of their lifting technique. So we're going to go through Derek's squat set here tonight. He had 425 for a PR set of 8. So that's a 55-pound bar and 5-pound collars for those that are going to try to call that out. And if you hear some weird noise in the background, I have the game ready on, icing my knees while I'm doing this. So we missed the very beginning, but Derek does a straight up unrack. So he unracks the bar really well. And one thing I'd like to see him improve on is his walkout. He takes quite a few steps here. I'd like to see him kind of settle into something a little bit more quickly. See he's wiggling around, trying to get set. I'd like to see him clean that up a little bit. So that's not really what I want to talk about tonight, is that his squat has actually improved a lot. And we didn't see what we're going to point out here tonight from his squat. We're going to see some things improve. So let's go ahead and play his first rep in full motion. Full speed, I mean. All right, so if we're going to back up and we'll look at just this first rep. So Derek does a really good job of staying nice and tight. Now, Derek is a high bar squatter, and we look, hits great depth here on this squat. And then on the way up, where Derek seems to actually fatigue and miss a lot of lifts is actually in his upper back, right in this area. Derek tends to round in his mid and upper back, and it also affects him on his deadlifts as well. But we'll go ahead and continue to play. We'll play in slow-mo. So he does pretty good there, and let's undo that. So still staying pretty tight. You don't see elbows moving around a lot. And here you'll see, I think it's rep 4, he starts to have a little bit of cave in that upper back a little bit. Right there, see, so we saw it there a little bit. So let's go back and look at that one again so you can kind of see it. We'll back up. So he maintained a good position on the way down, and obviously he's starting to fatigue. And right here, he starts to lose his upper back tightness. And you see how he gets a little bit of rounding there. Let's go back, watch that one more time in slow-mo. And right there, you see him cave forward just a little bit. Actually, let's go back and watch that exact same rep in full speed. So what you can see is that little hiccup where he has a little bit bend forward. But let's go ahead and watch the rest of the set as he goes on. So he's done 4 reps out of 8. So a little bit there. You hear the cue, tight back. A little more there. Obviously he's getting tired. But he corrects pretty well on that last one. Oh, that was only 7. I was off. And that's 8. And you saw just a hair more rounding there on his upper back. You can see coming right out of the hole. You can see he loses a little bit, but is able to power through this weight. Now, Derek's best squat's 535 in the gym, 525 in competition. And what we've done, actually, so let's give you, how has he fixed this position right here? This position where his back starts to lose his tension in that upper back. So some of the things we've done a lot of lately are front squats. So improving the strength in his thoracic spine, being able to stay more upright with front squatting. We tried to put in a lot of upper back work, mid back work, and something we do is we cue Derek really well on his deadlifts to engage his mid back. Like we almost talk about doing a bent row to initiate for him. Now that's something that works for him really well. And obviously you notice that we'll move through here. We'll get rid of that. And you see that Derek is a high bar squatter. So he's found that this helps him out a little bit better with some lower back issues he has. I squat very similar to Derek, just different leverages and limb lengths. But you see, he actually, I wish I had an old video. Maybe we'll go back and break those down sometime if we can dig them up with Derek. But he does a really good job about maintaining that upper back posture through this entire set. You obviously see a little bit of fatigue and a little bit of looseness, but this is actually a major, major improvement. And I think I was more impressed with that and more excited with that in this entire set, other than it being a PR set, volume set for him that really moved really well. By the time he got done with 8, I think he honestly had another 2 reps in him. So let's go back. Let's watch this set. Let's see if we can start over here and watch this full set in full motion. You'll see a little bit of what I'm talking about, and we'll wrap this one up. And here we go. Here's his unwrap. So front squats have done as well as a lot of our accessory work, targeting that specifically. We're doing we just done a wave of good mornings as well to help this. So here's Derek crushing it. and we'll have some more of these here soon.